If you had to go find a picture, random picture, just say 1982, whatever you were doing kind of thing, how hard would it be for you to find it? I had so much trouble finding it. I printed pictures twice. I couldn't, I had some pictures printed, some not printed, couldn't get them together. I had tons of pictures digitally. I figured out a solution. I'm about to share it with you. First of all, I will link down below that where I did my digital photos and how I organized every single one of them. I used Google Drive and I can share it with up to 5 people. So once I have all of my heritage photos scanned into the computer, I can share that with every single one of my kids, my husband, and there's not going to be a single picture that my kids are not going to be able to identify who they are. They're going to know that this was their great great grandfather or whatever, their teacher from when they were in kindergarten that they don't remember. They're going to remember all of these things. And the way so I'll just link that video. Then I went and I started printing every single photo that I wanted to scrapbook. But now there's a way you have to be able to track the thing. So let me show you what I did. This is some of my envelopes. I made these envelopes because I had a lot of white cardstock that I did not want to go buy envelopes when I already had something I could make. And that is in one of the videos. But what I did is I chose a color for each group. I chose a color for me and my husband. I chose this brown color. And then there was our babies when we started having kids. So I chose a light blue. But then I had to figure out, what are you going to do when you have, like, your kids are having kids and we're like groups of kids people together. So what I did is I chose a darker color of the blue to go for when I have family events. So we have at just a drop, I can find out that this is a family group picture. Actually, that's purple. These are family pictures, whether it's our babies are in the light, our grandbabies and babies are in this one. This is all of me and my husband. This light color green is the color I chose for my oldest son because green was always his favorite color growing up. So this light green is up until the time he got married. I left to go to school and got married. So everything from college on is going to be in this shade of green. And then my daughter was always a purple fan. So this is her up until the time she left home. And then the dark purple is her and her family. This is like just her husband, her kids, traveling, Christmas, whatever, not all the family. This is just her family. Now, my youngest son's favorite color was always orange. So his is the light orange. And then the darker orange is him and his kids. Now, I do have black for Halloween. I chose a red for Christmas. I have pink that I do for Camp Crazy for my grandbabies. I chose yellow for summer parties and stuff that we had. So you just choose these colors. Get an envelope or make your envelope. And then what you're going to do is, like these three. And I have tons more. I have 2 full boxes, and I'll put pictures at the end of all pictures. And they're all numbered, labeled, and trackable. So this one is Camp Crazy 2022. And I labeled it number 1. If you go into Google Drive, Camp Crazy 2022 is going to be in pink. It's going to be highlighted in pink, and that is on another video as well. And it'll show you that's in pink. This is the second one. It's 2023. And in this one, I know it's going to be multiple layouts. So I put 2A is water balloon fights. B is bow and arrows. C is craft. So I just listed everything out. So I'll get a paper pad and I will use it for all of these layouts. Now, this 2024, same thing, just different layouts. When I have, like let me pull these right here. My youngest son, number 11, Proud Daddy, Red Sox. This is Faces of Amelia, because I wanted to start finding out how am I going to do some of these pictures. Once I started putting them together, I've noticed, look at all these faces she used to make. And it was classic Amelia faces. So then I got faces. Um, Audrey did, I caught a lot of really cute pictures of her doing funny things with her hands. You know, like she's doing a fist pump here or something. She's just a tiny baby, poking herself. Oh my gosh, you know, and pointing. So this is going to be one layout of all of the different things. I have another one of these, this kid, the mayhem this child used to get into. She would be so funny. Oh, this picture, this thing. And I just, by labeling the envelope by what I think to remind me, I put Miss Thing, my favorite picture of her. Look at this. She just thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. It's just adorable. I did this with all of them. Like, this is his preschool graduation picture that he had done. This is blueberry picking, and I have a lot more pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm do a QR code on that. So I put that on there. I kept finding pictures of the kids, like they're sitting in boxes, they're sitting in baskets and that kind of stuff. So I'm doing some layouts of box of twins or box of babies. I have almost every single one of the grandbabies sitting in a box or standing in something, or she's got twins. So there's a lot of pictures of them together, but what do you do with them all? So I have twin fun moments, and I have the number to track it, where the numbers come in at. I'm going to show you. When I have made this form, and I'll try to link it below if I can, and it's just the envelope number, which this one would be number 1. I highlight it pink, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes. I highlight it pink, and then I start labeling it. So I have the envelope number. If I know the date, when I've scrapbooked, I highlight it off. The description, when I've started to work on the title, if I chose the paper and just miscellaneous notes. This is a fairly new system for me, so I've just now recently started. So let me open this notebook up. This is my picture notebook. Let me just zoom in just a little bit for you. So what I did is I chose brown, so I put the brown here, and we also have brown here. So if I'm looking for baby Billy in 1960 along with his family, this is number 1. Oh, I put them in backwards. That's okay, they're easy to fix. So baby Billy with his family, number 1, 1960. And I have not done any of these, but I have recently done one that I get to highlight off, and I can't wait to see all these yellows in here. But I did the first grade Mrs. Browning. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to highlight this box here because I've done that one. And these are all in here. And when I come up with new pictures, which my daughter just recently had some new pictures. I don't remember where they went somewhere. And I've already printed them out, put them in here, got to put them in an envelope. So I am loving this. So this is everything to do with me and my husband. But if something new comes up and we do something new, it's just going to be 79 and listed out. When I have bigger things that won't fit in these envelopes or in the drawers that I chose, I put the pictures in here. Now this is something that I know that I have pictures. I just have to locate the pictures. I think my husband took some pictures. So I'm just going to get on his, and the pictures I don't have, I will bring over to my Google Drive. And these are the larger pictures here of things that I want to scrapbook, but they won't fit in the envelopes and put in the drawer. This is the family one. So I have this highlighted in the light blue. This is the darker blue. So we have like grandma and babies, you know, grandbabies on the couch, wheelbarrow rides, and so fire department princess. So I have all of these things listed so I can come and find anything. The boys helping grandpa on the front porch. This one here is my youngest son, him as a baby in 1982. Him playing baseball in 1988. And then we come over here. This is a Billy Kitty, which I automatically know that's going to be my his oldest daughter. I have done here. Super Ellie, that's her dressing up. We have Charlotte down here. These are just going to be general photos of Charlotte. I haven't figured out a title or anything for it. Here's one that I've already done. I've done this layout and it turned out so cute. So I'll be putting that up in the thing. And these are the larger pictures that I need to that I want to scrapbook. They won't fit in the things. And then this is my daughter, and this all starts off with with her. And most of it is, I tried to do it in date order, but then I decided, you know what, the date doesn't matter as long as everything's in here and labeled so I can find it. If I was able to do that, then I would. But I did just recently do one. See, there's baby twins here. And if I wanted to find, let me see here, Brothers and Besties, number 42. See, Brothers and Besties. So it's super easy to track this. It does take a little time to work on it, but just work on it when you get a chance. I was able to work on it on my phone as well as my computer. I'm home all the time, so I did it on my computer, but I can pull it up on my phone as well. I've done this layout here recently, and I've done one of David in his school, in his first grade. And see, here's some more pictures. This is my youngest son and his folders here, and his family photos. And these are some of the bigger pictures and articles and things that I want to put on some scrapbook pages. This brown, kind of grayish brown, I chose as a miscellaneous. So I have animal pictures, friend pictures, that kind of thing that I have in here that I put in miscellaneous. And then this is the Christmas folder that I have. I don't have a lot of Christmas ones that I haven't done. This is the Camp Crazy one. This is the summer ones that I have still left to do. And then I have some extra ones in the back. So I'm over here where I have my photos, where I store them at. I got these drawers at Home Goods, but you can pretty much find them anywhere. They were like $20, $25 or so for these. So I have all of my envelopes in here. They're all color coded, and they match the what's in the notebook. So if I wanted to come around here and find, like, say, number 4 baseball, when my daughter played baseball as a child. So I come over here and I find her. This is light purple and number 4. So if I wanted to come back here and say my youngest son, 62B, then I know it's in the orange, which is down here. It's all the way in the back, so it's easy to get to. And I just flip to 62. And it's in this folder right there. So this, to me, has been absolutely the best. I've already done 4 pages of scrapbooking in 2 days because I'm able to, the process that I do. I will list those down below, how I organize my pictures. If you're interested in my scrapbook process, I do some scrap and chat videos. I can go through the entire process if that's something you're interested in. Don't criticize yourself. Just start somewhere. You got this. Let me know if I can help. Bye, everybody.